Hello everyone, how are you? How are you? How are you? This is episode number 84 of the TERRAN Lamp Show. This is episode number 84. Hello Carolina, how are you? Oh my goodness gracious, how is everyone doing? So this is episode, again, I keep saying it, number 84. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you haven't joined us, or if you're new to the show, this show is about positivity and it's about love. It's about connecting people. It's about sharing people's stories. It's about hearing people's stories. It's just about every day coming on with everyday people with amazing stories and amazing journeys. And I've recently involved, or what do you call it, encompassed happy International Women's Day. That's right. Happy International Women's Day. Yay. Oh my goodness. So also I've encompassed a philanthropic aspect to my show. So I am going to put right now in the comments my Cash App, and let's see, my Cash App there. Let's see, can I pin this? Let me see. Pin comment. Yeah. So that's my Cash App. And what that does, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the show, is when you Cash App that handle right there, put Survivor in the comments, and all the funds that go to the Survivor go to help a cancer or heart disease patient in need. So it's not an official 501c3, not anything fancy, just good old-fashioned love and kind donation. So again, that's my Cash App. Feel free to donate to that, and it goes to help. What I do is I take what's in the Cash App and I go directly to one of my appointments, and then when I'm there, I ask for who might need some help, who might need help paying a bill, getting a prescription, anything, something in need. So I do pay that directly to a patient in need. So again, that is my Cash App. And if you're just joining, this is episode number 84 of the TERRAN Lamp Show. Again, this is about connecting people. So today, I had a guest plan today, and unfortunately she wasn't feeling well. So it's just me. It's just good old fashioned me, kind of talking about my story again. And if you'd like to be on the show, if you want to hit request in, I'd love to have you. As Carolina reminded me, it is International Women's Day, so we can celebrate, all women, and men too. We can celebrate them too. But it's just a great day to honor our female colleagues, friends, coworkers, family members. All the women in our lives who have made us. What is the saying? Strong women, maybe be them, maybe raise them, and all that other stuff. So. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, this is the TERRAN Lamp Show, episode number 84, just explaining that. So let's see. I'm trying to think of some of the updates for the show. The most recent one, like I said, is the philanthropic thing. And thank you, Carolina. Thank you. Yeah, so I guess I can go back and share a little bit because I don't do that too often. I haven't done that in a while about sharing my story. So the way this show got started, if you will, is because I used to have my career. I am in the Midwest now, but I used to live on the West Coast, particularly in Los Angeles. And I used to see a lot of celebrities doing a lot of amazing things. And while I think that's amazing and exciting, I also knew that I myself had a story. For those who may not know, I was born with heart disease, and I received an implanted pacemaker at age 4. I was also born with one kidney, and then at age 10, I was diagnosed with a dermoid brain tumor. And then at 41, I got breast cancer, and at 42, I got a blood clot. So I have pretty much been sharing my story for a long time. And so once I started seeing all these celebrities doing different things, I realized that I have a story too. So I started sharing my story, or actually, let me take that back. I was always sharing my story, even before the celebrities were sharing their story. And once I saw these celebrities sharing their stories, I realized that everybody has a story. And so that's when this idea came about a magazine at the time. And at the time, I was going to call it Just Like You, Everyday People, Amazing Stories. and it was going to be a magazine featuring regular people with amazing stories. So I made a business plan. I came up with the whole idea, the shebang, and that business plan went into a file cabinet and never came out. Yeah, just like a lot of business plans, right? So anyway, it went into the file cabinet, never came out. And then fast forward to COVID, and I started having conversations about, this magazine that I had, and the idea came up, why not share people's stories on Instagram Live? So that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I started doing in May of 2020. And so as I said, we have been, and this is episode 84, and we've been doing this for almost 2 years. What's up, Yash? So we've been doing this for almost 2 years. Yash, I'm just explaining my story. Hey, Mish. So just explaining my story. Is it Mish? Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. And I'm just explaining my story and kind of how this show got started. I was telling guests earlier that today's guest that was coming on isn't feeling well today. So that's kind of how the show got started. It got started from sharing my story at a young age, and then realizing that there's so many other people with stories, and how can I connect them, and how can I make this about positivity and about love, right? And connecting people most and foremost, and knowing that everybody has a story. And for this show, it's all volunteer, it's all word of mouth. So my ask of people is that if you know someone that should be on the show, if you know someone who has an amazing story, please get a hold of me either by direct message or however you know how, and tag somebody that you know in this video that should be a part of the show, or send us both a DM if they should be a part of the show. I would love to have them on the show. This show is it's all volunteer, and it's all word of mouth. So it just has to keep the ball rolling by you guys, by the audience. So I need you guys to continue the show. And I really appreciate everybody that tunes in every week, and everybody that listens via IG and Instagram Live and podcast, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. So Yash, today we don't have a guest. I am the guest. It's open mic. So please feel free to ask any questions, share any ideas. If anybody would like to request to be on live, please hit request. And it's just kind of open mic. We're just kind of sharing about, whatever, right? We had a guest that was supposed to be on. She's not feeling well today, and I didn't want to cancel the show at the last minute because I just didn't want to. So I decided we'd come on and just share and just talk. And again, I was kind of sharing a little bit about how the show got started. Again, from my idea of just wanting to connect people, and hearing a lot of celebrities doing a lot of great things, and realizing there's a lot of people around me also doing great things. So I wanted to connect us all together. The world got much smaller. The most inspirational woman. Okay. Well, so I'm gonna say my mom. And I have a friend that's really inspirational to me too. I have a lot of friends that's really inspirational to me, but I'm going to say my mom. She's probably my most inspirational person. She actually had me at a young age, and so I think I turned out pretty well. So she did a lot of, and I also had medical problems at a very young age. So like I was saying at the beginning, I was diagnosed with heart disease at 3 weeks old. So with my mom, hello. Yeah, Yash, you just woke up. Okay, good morning. How are you? That's right, because you're not here. I know you're not. I don't think you're in the States, if I recall correctly. So I think she's my most inspirational woman. She taught me my work ethic for sure. I feel like we both have amazing and good work ethics. I probably have a little bit of her, sass as well. I think I posted a quote one time that said, I open my mouth and my mom comes out. And so you always think, oh my goodness, I'm never going to say those things my mom said. And here I am, living the dream, saying the things my mom said. So what about you guys? That's a good question, Carolina. Who is the most inspirational woman in your life? So I guess that's a good question for International Women's Day. So share with us, who is the most inspirational woman in your life, if you're listening? And I guess that can be the question for the rest of the night. That's a great question, Carolina. Share with us maybe your answers. But I'm going to say my mom for sure. She's just, like I said, she's taught me how to be strong. She's taught me my work ethic. She's, just taught me to make sure little things like saving for the future and, standing up for myself, advocating for myself. She's been a great advocate for me, but she's also taught me how to advocate for myself and advocate for others. So I'm going to say, I'm going to say my mom, my most inspirational woman in my life. If you have an inspirational woman, let me know. So again, that is how I was explaining earlier. That's how the show got started. It's now philanthropic. And so we're taking it to the streets and raising money for heart disease and cancer patients. My mom as well, she always told me do not give up and never compromise your beliefs and ethics, right? Yeah, I think that's a good one. Never compromise your beliefs and ethics. And again, that came from, from Carolina and I, that came from our mom. And my mom said that too, Carolina, don't, never give up. And I think that's important, right? Because, gosh, there's so many reasons some days to give up. There's so many reasons. Just like I was saying about even this show today, when someone canceled, I could have said, oh, no show. I do have planned a time for no show because I learned the hard way that I do have to have some self-care. So every few shows, I will take a break for myself. But today was a planned guest and they couldn't make it. And I just decided I wanted to keep going. So I didn't know, when I thought about keeping going, to be honest, I knew it was International Women's Day, but it didn't dawn on me to think about, talking more about International Women's Day for whatever reason. So I'm glad you brought that question up about who is the most inspirational woman in your life. And for us, it's our moms, and I know there's various other women out there that also, I know there's many other women out there too that contributed to my success, if you will, and my ability to survive and thrive, literally and figuratively and physically. So on this International Women's Day, I celebrate all women out there making it happen. Hey, C, what's up? How are you? Today's just me, so it's open mic night. So anybody who wants to come on the show, just hit request. And other than that, we are talking about, who's the most inspirational woman in your life? It's International Women's Day. So share with us, who is the most inspirational woman in your life? Share with us. Who's your most inspirational woman? So anyway, that's about it. My mom. Everybody, the moms are holding it down. Moms are holding it down. Yeah, there's a lot of women, right? And his beautiful queen, a lot of queens out there too, holding it down. So I just think there are so many women to be celebrated on this International Women's Day. And so many women to be applauded for their hard work and, their efforts, right? With either kids or no kids or cousins or aunties or, nieces and all sorts of stuff. Everybody has been just, again, inspiration in our lives. If you're just joining, share with us your most inspirational woman in your life, the most inspirational woman in your life, as we talk about International Women's Day, as we celebrate, should I say, International Women's Day. Always there at any moment. You got that right. I know my mom has been there at crazy moments, right? Call mom. She's there at any time. Sometimes, I feel like sometimes I call my mom and I'm like, where are you? But then one time, let me tell you guys what my mom did. I don't even know if she remembers this, but she called my job looking for me because she had called me and I wasn't answering. And she thought, I don't know, one of my ex-boyfriends was super upset with me and she thought that he had hurt me somehow. So my mom called my job looking for me. Hey, Tanya, what's up? We are sharing the most inspirational woman in your life as we celebrate International Women's Day. So if you would like to share with us who is the most inspirational woman in your life, and as we celebrate International Women's Day. So my mom called my job and they tried to track me down at my job and I was like, what's going on? And she was like, oh my gosh, you're not calling me back. and why. And I was like, because I'm busy, because I'm like a busy 20-year-old. So, I mean, it's okay. Like, you know, but she couldn't find me and I didn't answer her call for days and she got mad and called my job. So, yeah, that's what my mom did one day. But she is the most inspirational woman in my life. So I guess I'm going to get over her for calling my job in my 20s when I didn't call her back. So if you have share with us a story maybe. And if you'd like to come on, please feel free to hit request. But we are talking about the most inspirational women in our lives as we celebrate International Women's Day. This is the TERRAN Lamp Show, episode number 84. 84. My Cash App is there. So if you get a chance and would like to donate, it is not a 501c3. It's nothing fancy. It's just love and kindness. I take what's in that Cash App, put Survivor in the comments when you donate, and take it directly to a heart disease or cancer patient in need and pay off a bill. Very simple. We're lucky to have the sixth sense to help and advise others. We all can be of inspiration to others. That is right. We all can be inspiration to each other. And Carolina, by the sixth sense, do you mean we as in women or we as just in people? I think women have, if everybody has a sixth sense, women have an extra sense, but maybe you just mean women, in which case I definitely think we have a sixth sense or seventh sense or whatever it is. I guess that's kind of why they say women's intuition, right? Maybe that's the sense you're talking about. Right. We as women, exactly. Yeah. We have that sixth, seventh sense. For sure. And we use it too, right? Regularly. Sometimes we need to tuck it away, I think, but most of the time it does us good. What do you guys think about that? Women having a sixth sense. And is it good or bad that we have it? It's right. It's a superpower. Hello. Is it breast melanoma surgeon? Oh, wow. Well, thank you for joining. I am a survivor myself. And so I want to thank you for joining. This is the TERRAN Lamp Show, episode number 84. So usually we have a guest on the show, but today we are talking about the most inspirational woman in your life, or women, if you'd like to share. This is the TERRAN Lamp Show, episode number 84. We usually have a guest on sharing their journey. The guest couldn't make it today. And instead of canceling the show, I decided, let's come on. And then Carolina asked a great question, who's the most inspirational woman in my life? And that's what we've been talking about. So if you would like to share with us the most inspirational woman or women in your life, that would be great, and maybe why. And then if you're watching the show and would like to join, again, this is an open mic night, so we've got about 10 minutes left. So we'd love to hear from anyone, but we are celebrating women today. As I can't believe when I was thinking about this, I was like, oh my gosh, I should have done that. So I could reach out to Carolina right now and give her a hug for just sharing, because I was like, oh my gosh, what are we going to talk about? It's International Women's Day. Hello. So it's perfect. So we are, let's see my little comments down here. I don't know how to make these go away some days, I tell you. It is like our superpower, though. I like that. That sixth sense is like definitely our superpower. And like I said, it can get us in trouble, but I don't know. I think most of the time it serves us well. CHD Survivor Health, thank you so much for joining. This is the TERRAN Lamp Show. Episode number 84. We usually have a guest on, but today we are talking about everything. But the question was posed, who is the most inspirational woman in your life as we celebrate International Women's Day? So please let us know who is the most inspirational woman or women in your life, and maybe a little bit about why. And thank you again for joining. Let's see. Okay, I'm just making sure I have all the comments and everything and all that good stuff. And I have put the Cash App in the comments. And so if you would like to, if you would like to donate. It is a kind offering, so it is a, what do you call that? It's not a 501c3. It's just out of your kindness, out of your love, out of your heart. Please make sure you put survivor in the comments there. And all your donation and kind offerings go directly towards a heart disease or cancer patient in need. So, we're talking about International Women's Day and celebrating International Women's Day. And I've shared that I would say my mom would be the most inspirational woman in my life. If you have somebody, an inspirational woman or women in your life, please let us know in the comments section. Other than that, let me see. So, International Women's Day, I told you about making the show more philanthropic. The show is based on all volunteers, so everybody comes on here at their good free will. We're booking now, I think, into May, I believe. So I'm very excited about that. I want to thank everybody who has supported the show, whether it be through sending volunteers and sending people or whatever it be. I really and truly appreciate it. It's just been a great experience. We've been going strong for 2 years, it'll be 2 years in May. So I thank everyone for that and the love and support they've given the show, and for coming in and joining us and sharing with us and all that good stuff. Today was just me. It was just me. We had a guest that was scheduled to come on, but she couldn't make it. So we are just celebrating all women today. We are celebrating International Women's Day. So let me see if there's anything else I'd like to update you guys on. Really? Hey, Nat or Randy, I don't know which one that is, but hey, we are celebrating International Women's Day. If you would like to share the most inspirational woman in your life or women in your life, please let us know. And we were also talking about earlier, Carolina was talking about women having a sixth sense. And I was like, oh yeah, we do. We have a sixth sense. Sometimes I guess the sixth sense can get us in trouble. Sometimes it can get us maybe out of trouble. I don't know. But we had a guest scheduled for today and she couldn't make it. So I decided to just keep the show going. And then the question was posed, who's the most inspirational woman in our lives, or women in our lives? So if you have somebody that you feel free to comment in this section and let us know who's the most inspirational woman or women in your life. And so, yeah, I think that's about it, other than what I've been talking about. I'm trying to think, the world is doing its own thing right now. So I try to keep it positive and uplifting, and make sure that you are liking the show, subscribing to it on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you're sharing the show, tagging people on the show. Oh no, your battery died. But you wanted to say also kudos to the men in our lives, right? That are our allies. Exactly. I mean, yeah, that's what I was saying. We're celebrating everybody, right? Like today's International Women's Day, so we're celebrating the women, but we also, have our allies and our male counterparts, or male friends, colleagues, family members, spouses, whatever that be, who, hold us down as well. So you gotta, yes, we definitely do celebrate them as well, as we think about, just gosh, like I said, the world is doing its own thing right now. So any positivity, we'll take it. Any positivity, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. I have a protein shake and I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, so that's what we're doing today. Who is the most inspirational woman or women in your life? You can donate to my Cash App there. What is that? $? Yeah, not hashtag. $TLAMP7. make sure you put survivor in the comments, and those funds go directly to a heart disease or cancer patient in need. It is not an official 501c3, so I want to make that clear. It is a kind offering only. Hey, yeah, Annette. Okay, so Annette, tell us who's the most inspirational woman in your life. We're talking about, as we wrap up, celebrating International Women's Day. Carolyn, that was such a great topic. I should have thought of that. Who is the most inspirational woman in your life? Let us know. And maybe a little bit about why. I was saying my mom, she taught me my work ethic. She taught me, I do open my mouth and my mom comes out. So that is, we don't know. She's not on here right now, but I know she knows what I'm talking about if she listens. Because she's kind of a little, what do they say, smart aleck? Smarty pants, I think. She's clever though. So I got that cleverness if that's a word, from her. She's clever, but she's a smarty pants. Anything else about International Women's Day that you would like to share with us? Tell us the most inspirational woman in your life. Yeah. And if you'd like to click on, we got about 2 minutes left. If you'd like to click on and say hello. If not, make sure, if you have anybody who you think should be on the show, make sure you get a hold of me. I would love to have them on the show. This show is all by volunteer, all by word of mouth, all of it. So I need to do, I keep saying every episode, I'm going to do a Where Are They Now episode. So I want to do that. I need to just sit down and get a hold of people and see who wants to come on and do that. So, I do have, one thing I didn't say in our last minute is I have I am starting to book now international guests as well. So that's been exciting. I've had a few and I'm starting to get more. So that's been exciting. I love, again, our global sharing has been great. The world has gotten to be such a smaller place with social media and video. So celebrate all of us girls. We survived a pandemic and we are here sharing exactly. That means a lot. We survived a pandemic and here we are sharing our stories. So the time has come. I've talked us into a half an hour. I talked us into 30 minutes. So make sure you're back here next week for the TERRAN Lamp Show. Today, we took some time and celebrated the most inspirational women in our lives. And we are signing off. Again, this is the TERRAN Lamp Show, episode number 84, celebrating women and International Women's Day. Be good to yourself and each other. I'll see you next week. This is the TERRAN Lamp Show. Bye-bye.